welcome to my channel. I'm glad you're here because today I'll be telling you my vegan story. I've been vegan for about 8 years, so I didn't grow up in a family that was vegan or even vegetarian. I grew up in the Midwest in Indianapolis, and the Midwest is a place where agriculture is a big part of our culture. But from a young age, I always loved animals. From the day I came home from the hospital, we had pets in my household, and I loved them dearly. As a teenager, there was an event that set into motion events that would shape who I am as an animal advocate today, and that was having a litter of kittens born next door to us. We lived next door to a family who moved out, and they left their pet cat. We started feeding her and had resolved to make sure that she was safe and cared for. What we didn't know is that she wasn't spayed and had a litter of kittens. By the time we found that litter of kittens, they were already feral. So catching them to get them into a clinic to be spayed or neutered so they wouldn't continue to have litters was extremely difficult. When it was all said and done, we probably had about 10 feral cats around our property. They were all fixed, vaccinated, and ear-tipped. It made me really upset and angry that someone had just completely disregarded their responsibility and had discarded their cat. So it was something that left a mark on me that stuck around for years. As a college student, I was really missing having a companion animal, so my senior year I decided to adopt a rabbit. She had been neglected and had been living in a family's garage for the past 2 years. They had simply just grown tired of caring for her, and by the time we got her, she was very unsocial. If you can see a pattern here, it's unsocial animals find their way into my life, and I love them. During the last semester of my senior year, I was up late one night. I was supposed to be studying for a test, but I didn't want to. And I started thinking about that colony of cats, and I wanted to do something to help. And I thought, I'm going to be graduating the next few months. I want to get involved. I love my pet rabbit. I want to help animals like her. And so I started looking around on the internet to see what I could do to help animals like those cats and like my bunny. What I found shocked and stunned me. It changed the course of my life. I saw one of those videos, and you know what I'm talking about. It actually wasn't a factory farming video. It was a fur farm video, and it horrified me and shook me to the core. It was the sort of thing that I couldn't get over for days. The very next day I told my boyfriend that I was done eating meat, and I had told him about the video that I had seen. A few days go by, and I just couldn't let it go, and so he said, you know, if it's that important to you, I want to see the video. So he watched it, and he said, I agree with you. I feel like I need to make a change too, which is incredible to me because he was always Mr. Bacon Double Cheeseburger, so the fact that he gave up meat was a huge step. A few years go by, and I'm still dating the same guy, and he comes to me and he says, I think we should be vegan, and here's why. I felt like being vegetarian was enough. I wasn't killing anyone, I wasn't contributing to that, and I felt like dairy and eggs and honey were fine because nobody was getting hurt, or so I thought. He was really good about showing me how the dairy industry is the meat industry, and how while chickens don't perish when they lay eggs, they still suffer a great amount. Going to the grocery store for the first time, I will admit, was challenging. I think that shopping trip probably took me 2 hours. But once I got into the groove, I got into a rhythm of buying a lot of the same types of things, like the same brand of bread and things like that, and it really became a lot easier with time. Before we part, I would like to leave you with a few thoughts to ponder. First, in my opinion, veganism is not a diet. It's a framework in which I operate that assumes that non-human animals' lives are important. It's the assumption that animals value their lives and they have the same emotions that we do as humans. They value their young, and they enjoy spending time relaxing and playing just like we do as humans. The second thought that I would like to leave with you is that there are different divisions of veganism. There are some vegans who don't eat anything processed, they don't eat any oil, but in my opinion, it's important not to get caught up in those details. As long as you're not eating anything with animals in it, it's a-okay with me. The last thought that I'd like to leave you with is that it's okay not to be perfect. It's okay to be the vegetarian who says, I can give up eggs now, but I'm not ready to give up cheese, and I'd like to get there eventually. It's okay to be in different parts of your journey. Your journey may progress in ways that you don't expect. I don't want you to feel guilty about the part of your journey that you're on right now. What matters is that you're progressing and that you're continuously looking to improve. If you are interested in veganism but would like some guidance in getting started, I will leave some resources in the description box. And if you have any questions, I'm happy to help answer them. As you go along your journey, I'm here as a resource for you. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Have a great day.